Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're kind of talking about the things that make Aeriel Aeriel. Um, I have a little list down here on my iPad of the things that kind of inspire me or like lead me to think about things for Aeriel. Obviously I'm in my little rogue 1-2. I love Marvel, and that's kind of where a lot of Aeriel kind of gets started. So Marvel and DC comics, as well as Spawn, which was also something I was into a lot as a kid, they kind of helped lead the way for me. I mean, they got me into comic books, they got me into superheroes, into action films and things like that. Resident Evil as well. I'll be honest, video games in general are a big thing for me. Bayonetta, Malice for the PS2. There's honestly been so many more, including ones that have come out like recently. When I think about Cyberpunk 2077, for example, that is very Aeriel. When I think about the colors and the way things can be designed, even like Valorant skins, for example, or like the main outfits, they make me think about Aeriel. They make me think about the time and place that Aeriel basically exists in. Anime in general is big for me. I feel like Inuyasha was big for me as a kid. I feel like a lot of those characters inspired Aeriel. Also things like Aeon Flux, so futuristic things. Tron, Ultraviolets with Mila Jovovich, also same as Resident Evil, but Mila Jovovich starring in Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is one of those movies that if you watch, you see and you're like, oh, that's very airy. That is in fact very Aeriel. Really, any kind of fantasy version of that, or really fantasy version of anything, is Aeriel. I got started as my first drag name was Jessica Richards. That did not last very long. That was given to me from a queen, and the Richards just didn't feel like it wasn't a surname for anyone. It was just a new surname for my character, and I didn't feel connected to that name. Now, when I was in a salon, working in a salon, I think I might have already mentioned this, but the prompt on this question it was asking us said Jessica Marvel is coming in for a haircut, and I was like, Jessica Marvel, that's it. Jessica reminds me of just like a hot girl. It's a hot girl name. There was this really pretty girl in school I went to school with, and her name was Jessica Rabbit. There's been so many Jessicas in my life, and then the Marvel part, that obviously just made sense. Also, sorry if you hear my AC just kick on. It's cold here, baby. But yeah, so all of those things kind of steamrolled into making Aeriel. Now, when I first sat down and was like, okay, my comeback to drag, I don't want it to just be me being inspired by things. I want it to be me creating something for what I'm inspired by. So I was like, I really want a name that has to do with what I think my comic series or what my series would be called. And Aeriel Assault just sounds good. I'm really good at branding as well, so that name gave me a ton of opportunities. I always say it's Aeriel Assault, but if you can't remember that, just think Areola Salt. You'll get there. You'll get there. There's been so many things that I've kind of now branded onto Aeriel as well. A lot of people do ask, is that your favorite princess? So Aeriel the Mermaid is one of my favorite Disney princesses. My favorite is Moana. I know she's a queen, not a princess, but she is still my favorite. But Aeriel is absolutely top 3, and I do love red hair, and so that did kind of correlate as well. When I started doing drag, I wore a lot of red hair. I'm wearing a silver bob right now that I got from the Goodwill. So I mean, I will wear any color of hair, but that was my signature. So that got me kind of started into all of the things I started to pull and from and get inspired by. Now, Aeriel, she is a hot girl, okay? She is the girl that turns the party. She's your older sister sneaking you into the club, getting you a couple drinks. Like, that's just who Aeriel is. I really like to have fun, but I also like to be edgy. I love to dance. I'm a dancer. I'm a dancing queen. I love to perform and really give a 1-2. So not only that, I like to think about a lot of different things that I can add into my routines and into my... I just realized my drag closet is open. Well, welcome everyone. That is Miss Charlie XCX up there. Please pay her some respect. But yes, so it really inspired me to get started in my drag more. Now, when I created Aeriel, I did create a backstory. Originally, Aeriel is someone who, think new comics, like think about this comic just now coming out. Dazzler, who owns and works at a nightclub, right? So does Aeriel. Aeriel Assault, she's a drag queen, but she also has abilities. She's able to redirect energy and like sound back to where it's coming from. So, also if you hear my cat snoring, so cute. So Aeriel and Dazzler, they now are basically assigned a task from Charles Xavier to find the little weirdos and the performers and the artists and the 1-2s and the buckle my shoes, find them all, bring them into the school, help them prepare their powers better. That's where Aeriel kind of started in my mind. I was like, that's what this comic series would be about. So now when you see me in my different outfits, if I'm in like a bodysuit, I feel like I'm in like my superhero moment. But if I'm in a dress that's kind of over something with a lot of this and some jewelry and a belt and this and that, I love to take and make my outfit a collage of things. I love putting a dress over a cheetah print bodysuit and then adding a belt, jewelry, wig, the things, all the stuff, heels, boots, all that. And then it ends up looking like what I think Aeriel would look like out of her superhero uniform. You know, I would be in something that I could still fight in, but it's still that hot energy that I want to give out there. You know, I hope that made sense, but that kind of is what made my trajectory into coming back to drag so big, is my inspiration to do so many things with these ideas. I come up with a lot of creative things and I constantly am working on new ideas in my head as well. So I really wanted to come back to this and say, okay, well, let's do something with that. You have these skills, you have these talents, let's do something with that. So now I do. I hope this is like a way to better understand where Aeriel comes from. If you've ever seen a performance of mine and now you've like gotten a little bit of this backstory, you're probably like, oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, I see what's going on. I'm not just trying to wear a skimpy little dress with this and that. I'm actually putting together a character's wardrobe in my head. So that's what drag should be about. I have people who have asked me, how do I get so confident in like drag and then my character, and honestly, have fun. Take what you're already good at, put that into your drag, build a character that you love and connect with, put that into your drag, and then you're golden. I think that that's been something that's helped me over the years find Aeriel's identity, is just looking into my inspirations, looking into the things I loved as a child, looking into the things I love now, and then fusing these in to make one big art project. I love it. I hope to do a couple more videos here soon that are specifics. I just filmed a Pokemon video, whether or not that goes before or after this, I haven't decided. I really want to do some stuff on my brats. I have so many brats I have to go through, and then I actually have one I want to unbox with you guys. So yeah, I have a lot to work on. But in the meantime, you guys stay tuned for some of the things I have planned going on next year. And keep an eye on my Instagram if you follow, because that's where I'll be updating some of the most exciting information that's coming up. Also, if there's videos, you guys watch one of mine and you're like, okay, I'm starting to get to know her, I want to see that collection, or I'm starting to get to know her, I want to see this, or watch her do this, please let me know, because I will absolutely be taking ideas and inspirations, because I have a lot. I sometimes don't know what order I want to show you guys things in, or yap about something in, but just know it's all coming. All right, guys, thank you guys for coming, checking out who Aeriel is, her little inspirations. We'll probably dive more on these in future videos as I get more into my creative art, but until next time, guys, bye.